Candle structure. For candle structure, there are three things you want to take note of: strength, indecision, and rejection. Now, before you go through this lesson or this video on candle structure, it is important that you must have gone through the lesson on candlestick anatomy. So, once you're done with that, you can come to this one and then we'll go through this one together. So, I'm going to take you through the candle structure, the basic three kind of candle structure, and then we'll go to the chart and look at how they play out and also their importance and relevance. So the first candle structure we have is strength. Okay, for strength, it can be a bullish or a bearish bar. So let's say this is a bullish strength bar. This is a bullish strength bar and this is a bearish strength bar. So let me include a wick. Now, one thing about strength bars is that they usually have a very little wick. Their wicks are usually small, not big. So this is a bullish strength bar with a small wick on both sides. While for our bearish strength bar going to the downsides with a small wick on both sides, and they play a significant role during break of structure. So we use the bullish strength bar or bearish strength bar, generally the strength bar, to validate the break of structure. So whenever we are looking out for a break of structure in the marketplace, I want to see a strength bar. And apart from that, strength bar tells you the underlying trends. Yes, so if we see a strength bar when we are in an uptrend, it simply means market or price is really going up and is seeking for every liquidity on the upside. And you also see that during the expansion phase of price. That's for the strength bar. The next one is the indecision. So let's do that here. Indecision. So I want to bring this one. Okay. Now, indecision bars usually have a small body and then a long wick, whether they are bullish or bearish. So they're usually like this: a small body and then they have a small body and then they have a long wick. Yeah. Sometimes the body can even be smaller than this. Yeah. Okay. So let me do that of this as well. And some other times they can have not really a small body, a body of this nature. Okay. So you can see how this body is. It's not really very small, but then it has a long wick on both sides. Okay. So one thing you want to use to know an indecision bar or look out for in an indecision bar is that usually have a long wick and then it has a small body. So even if you don't see long wick, I think you want to see the small bodies. But then the long wick also serve. Then finally we have the rejection bars. Rejection. Yeah, rejection. Now, rejection and indecision, they work hand in glove, so they work together. So let me put up the sketch here. Assuming we have this particular bar now, and then so this is a bearish rejection. This will be a bearish rejection. and this one will be, sorry, a bullish rejection. Okay, so for this bearish rejection, I see that price was actually going up, and all of a sudden price rejects and goes down. So this is what the bar looks like, and this one price was actually going down, and all of a sudden price rejects and start going up. So this is rejection bar. So this is what they look like. Now, for the indecision and rejection bar, you usually see them during reversals or retracement, and also during liquidity sweep. Now, you need to it's important to see the previous video I published, titled "Secrets Every Profitable Trader Knows." You want to see that video. It will really help you as regards to indecision and rejection about liquidity sweep at various significant highs and lows. And you want to look out for this rejection and indecision bar at significant highs and lows. So let's go to the chart and make more sense out of this. So look at this chart now. Starting from this very point, look at this. We see what kind of bar here? This is what? A bearish rejection. Once price goes up, it rejects and then all of a sudden it's dropping down. Then we'll have this strength bar, though it has a very long wick here, but immediately it came down prior to it, and that one last. This strength bar makes sense, a bearish strength bar. So going down, a retracement going down. And all of a sudden, we had this one here, an indecision, which entails a reversal or retracement. Now we retraced to an extent, then came back. We saw collection of both rejection and indecision, and then price going up all the way again. Now the thing here is that this indecision or rejection bars usually have wicks. They are associated with so many wicks, and you can see that here. Now, at this very point, you see how we broke structure with this strength bar. Immediately we broke structure. After a little bit of rejection, we started going up to the upside. So there was a break of structure here, or even at this very point. So we use these strength bars to identify break or structure. Okay, if you are new to foreign exchange and the financial chart, and this is looking a little bit more complex, don't it doesn't need to be. Don't get yourself, into all this information and you don't pick the rating. So let's go bit by bit. So I want you to be able to identify various candle structure, the strengths, the indecision and the rejection. If you can do that, that is a beautiful work. Everything is bit by bit. Provided you must have seen the previous lesson on candlestick anatomy, and then you can also go through the lesson on what profitable traders know. That's going to be very, very helpful. All these things you just have to build them, you stack them up together, and over time they will start making sense to you. Okay, so that's it. And then why is price reversing or retracing at various points? Now we know there are liquidities at various points in price action, and each time price gets to those points of liquidity or clears the liquidity, it either retraces or reverses, and that is what we want to capitalize on. I explained this in details on the video which I did on what profitable traders know, so you can go check out for that. Having said that, price reversed and then watch this. This is what? A rejection. We have a little bit of retracement, price falls again, and then just look at your chart, you will see it. So I want you to go to your chart and identify these various candle structure of any pair of your choice, any pair of your choice to identify it. But for those in my community, I will give you a specific pair that we're going to be working with, and then you check it out. So it's really very, very simple. And you might say, what is this going to do for me? How is it going to help me? Just bit by bit, I promise you, this one is going to help us understand something later on in the future, because talking about break of structure, liquidity sweep in details explained. So you will see how that's come to play. Thank you so much for joining, and have a nice time. Join us next time. God bless.